welcome to your general reading or your overall reading for March. So, how we're going to do this is we're going to break it down. You have your general reading, which will be its own entire reading, love and spirit message, and those links will be in the description box below. Um, so, Virgo, we're going to get into your general energy. The first card we have is Rebel. Now, I get a vibe from this card that it doesn't matter which side it's on, but it came up in the reverse, which is rejects legitimate authority out of anger and rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. Okay. And then we have what is already with you. We have free from judgment, free to love. Emergence, winter solstice, reflection. Great mystery, innocence, childhood, and nurturing, Gaia. The first thing that I want to say about these cards, the first thing that I'm getting is like, who cares what other people think? Um, because I feel like you need to hear that in some aspects, in some design, that is what needs to be heard. Um, I feel like I feel like in March you need to be free to do what it is that you want to do, you know, and not hold yourself back from things. It's one of those things where you're trying to be kind of proactive in your life and you don't want to set yourself up in a negative way. But at the same time, you're not allowing yourself like to explore possibilities and grow and take chances. Um, I feel like there's something that you need to explore, Virgo, for yourself. There's something that you need to do for you. And it is new. I feel like it's new. I feel like it's not something you would normally do or how you would a decision you would normally make, but it's like you need to do it to figure out if you like it, or you need to do it to figure out if this is something you want to continue, or so on and so forth. Um, I will say that the idea has come up to you beforehand in March. You've gotten the feeling that you want, you've gotten that feeling that's making you be like, what is this? What's going on? What is this thing I feel? What is this? But it feels complicated. Like other things are involved, other people are involved, other situations are involved. It has complication to it. Like morality is involved and things like that. Not that it's bad, because I don't feel like it's bad. I just feel like it'll make you an outsider, maybe, or how you may view something as like an outsider. Um, You've been spending a lot of time trying to figure out what to do. The thing that's so interesting about this is it's been stuck in your energy for a reason. It's coming up to your attention for a reason. It's in your energy for a reason. You're never going to know how it's going to play out. You're never going to know all of the answers. And that's part of the great mystery here, is that you'll never really know, unless you try it, unless you get involved, unless you see, what's up with this energy. I do see in March you're slowly tiptoeing towards whatever this is, because I feel like you are going to release yourself and just do it for you It's not about everyone else. It's not about how other people will see you. It's more like you're doing something for yourself. What's interesting is I feel like you're going to love whatever it is. I feel like it's going to be different. Um, and I feel like it's going to be nourishing to your soul in some way. Like it's good for you in some way. Well, let's get into your cards and see what's going on. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I'm going to say this, Virgo. You definitely been holding something back. You're holding something back, you know something, okay? I feel like it the easiest way to say it is it feels like you're lying to yourself about something. Um because you feel like it's going to bring complications. You feel like it's going to bring like it's a bad decision, like it's stressful, like this isn't the way to go. It's almost like you're convincing yourself no matter how you look at it, it's not a good decision, is what it looks like. Um, it's like you're convincing yourself of that without even really doing it or getting into it. It might be anxiety or overthinking, to be completely honest. So, yeah, you're definitely escape. There's something in your life that looks like a daydream, like a pipe dream, like something that could never happen. It's like, oh, it's me being childish about what I want and how I feel about things, and I'm not thinking clearly. It's like you're not trusting your feelings. You're looking at it as an illusion, like something you must sort of deter yourself from at all costs. I almost like that. So you're not giving something a chance. You're not even you're thinking of it as something that creates turmoil or something that creates uncertainty or something in your life. Yeah. I think the more that you think about the thing is change is this is something that could change your life, you know? But you have to make the decision to sort of break the cycle and kind of take the risk and do it. It almost feels like something faded that you're sort of trying to control or stay away from. You're thinking about the changes that it'll cause, the kind of commitment or saying yes to whatever this is will change your life, like your actual life. That's why you're not sure about it. Um, Yeah, that's all I'm getting. I feel like that's why you're not going towards it. Yeah, you're feeling like it's just not the best choice. It's like you're not paying attention to it. You're not making the judgment you need to make because of fear of change of your environment and your life and things like that. Interesting. And this is like anxiety. I don't even see it because I feel like there's a gain from this. It doesn't feel bad. It's more like you're telling yourself no, you know? Two of Wands, Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands. Yeah, in March you go towards whatever this is. Okay. It gets to a point where you're like, I can't stop thinking about this. I need to do something. It's not gonna stop. And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune being here just means that it's a part of your story for right now. It's a part of your journey in some way. So I feel like you kind of step in hesitantly and you start making plans about how this can work or how you're going to make this happen. How you're going to integrate this into your life. Um, I do feel like there is some pushback from someone because it just a Virgo. I'm sorry, I'm like this, but it literally just feels like no one else understands. Like they don't see your side of things quite yet. They don't, because right now you're like, this is what I want to do, or this is what's on my mind. You might not have a blueprint, a plan. You might not know what's going to happen, but you're like, listen, this is just what's going on. Look, I got to listen to myself. If I don't, who will? Who'll do it for me? Yeah, it's like you're taking your power back. You're tired of your emotions making you feel the way that they do, and you just want to see what's going on here. Like that's what's happening. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. It's like you're giving up power. You've been so tight on what I can do, what I can't do, that your energy, your inspiration is going towards something different, something new. I do feel like you want to embrace the mystery, and yeah, you don't have a reason to explain to people why, like I said before, but you're really just doing it for you because emotionally you want to see what's there. Yeah, it's like you're trying to reconnect with yourself and your emotions and why you feel this way. And you don't want to push yourself away just for status quo or just because it looks like this or whatever it is. Okay. Okay. Two of coins, three of wands, queen of coins in reverse. Yeah, you're going into this. That's what I'm saying. You're deciding to make it work. You're going into something, you're making it work for you, you're making time for it. You want to figure out what these feelings are, what what like you want to investigate what this is. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like I want to see if this is going to work for me, and I'm making space for it. I don't feel like right now you're like, oh, this is forever. You're not committing to anyone. You're not married to the idea. But you are moving forward and looking eagerly to see what's going to happen in the future. You know? Yeah. All you know for sure, Virgo, I'm going to tell you, is that this is the path that you're on. This is the road that you're taking. You're fully engaged in following this energy. Okay. This passion of yours. You're not sure where it's going to take you, and I feel like that's why you're more like open to what could happen. But what's interesting is I feel like it's getting you back in touch with like happiness, childhood things. But also I do feel like it makes you feel like you're leaving a part of yourself behind. There's a little bit of counteracting there. So yeah, you're just moving forward and being in control of your life. Yeah. Following your dreams or following passions. Ain't nothing else to say. Yeah, you're thinking about yourself in March for sure. You're thinking about yourself and your passions, and you're focusing on bringing those into your life. I do feel like they have the potential to become something solid, but it's just at the beginning. I wouldn't make any big plans or anything like that. But I see you're going into it with the open mind that it could be. Things will start to move really fast and things will start to grow more than you think. I feel like that's the surprise for this month. Remember to open up yourself this month. Um, like give of your time and your energy and your space. Don't focus it all on work. Okay. Don't try to distract yourself by keeping yourself busy either. It's okay to follow your emotions. I feel like for a long time you have ignored them, and this is your chance to, or you ignored something that you wanted to do, that you had a passion for, that felt like you were drawn to it, and this is your chance to do that. Okay, okay. So let's get into your love life, Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's get into your love life. So we start with creativity. Ooh, you're really going in a new direction this month. Okay, we have forgiving and learning. Let your friends help you. Conscious steps, considered actions, look looking forwards. Shamanic healing, cleansing attunement, ascended masters, and personal guide, guardian angel, spirit family. You've met someone, or you're thinking of, you're in the process of meeting someone, or you already have. I'm gonna say that, okay? Um, I feel like there are some steps that you need to make to move forward and leave the past behind, or leave a person behind. It's like the steps you need to do for success. It's like a choice that you need to make for you. You have to release the old you, the old feelings, the old structures. It's like you have to leave that behind. This new beginning is definitely a change for you in a lot of ways. Um, but it's interesting because it's like the universe, your spirit guides are they're very, they're with you on this. I don't know how else to say that. It's like they want this for you. Um, all roads lead to this person at this time, at this moment. Um, and what's interesting is I think you have other people around you trying to get you to be open to taking these steps or these new movements, but it's you that's holding yourself back. Um, Interesting. There's a lot of energy coming from this. It's a little bit complicated in a lot of ways because I feel like it's the same energy but different for different people. I do know that spirit is guiding you towards a person and a decision, and you need to be open enough to take the step. That's what's going on. That's the overall general of your love energy. Okay, let's get into your spread. Okay, we have the King of Coins, the Queen of Wands, Five of Cups. I get you being very stuck in your ways, Virgo, focused on work or making decisions based on work, based on, I heard keeping things the same, based on being in control, based on money, based on material wealth, based on how everyone else will see you, things like that. Based on structure, based on other people's viewpoints as well. Other people's perspectives that aren't yours. So it's like someone will tell you, I would do this, and you're like, if that's what you would do, something like that. But I feel like you're not listening to yourself. You're not listening to your emotions. You're not letting your into like that feeling that draws you towards stuff. Your feelings for someone. You're not listening to that because you're trying to stay within the status quo or the way things should be. Um, and I feel like this is interesting. I feel like there's someone that's trying to get your attention. This person is trying to get your attention, whether you know it one way or another. Um, they're not thinking of. They are sad that you're acting this way, but they're not sad enough to stop wanting you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You're just not putting your energy into it. You're not going in that direction. You feel like it would be the wrong direction. But you're being pulled to it with the wheel of fortune. It's like your emotions, your intuition, your spiritual energy is like being pulled towards this person. Um, but you're thinking of it, oh, this is not the best time. You know, this is not the best time for me to do this, or this would be a bad choice. And I feel like they see that you're acting this way, but they also feel like you're meant to be, you know? And I feel like emotionally they're willing to look past it because they just want to be with you, you know? Temperance, the Fool, the Ten of Pentacles. This is interesting because I feel like you want this person in your life, but it's easier to keep them at a distance. Uh, that just came straight to me. So it's easier to keep this person at a distance because you're not really in it, or you're not really committed to it. You're very focused on family structures and maybe what your family thinks. Maybe on top of that, um, I feel like you're putting. It's like you're trying to make peace with the situation. Um, this is interesting because I feel like you want to take a risk on this person. They want to take a risk on you, but you're trying to be more in control of your future or your money or your um not status but your initial values. Yeah, I feel like in March you're gonna stop being patient here. I feel like you want to figure out what this feeling is and what's going on here. It's taking up a lot of your um I want to say like your mind space. It's taking up a lot of that. I feel like you're very interested in knowing like what that means. I do feel like this goes against what it is that you wanted to do, but I feel like you need to take authority of your feelings and this inner conflict that you feel and figure out what it means. That's what I see you doing. It's more like I need to find my center because this person is really like on my mind, or it's like you need a sense of peace, and you're doing this for your own peace. And I feel like you're dealing with somebody that's more than willing to let you in. They feel like you finally see them. They're ready to they're ready to dive and indulge in the mystery of what this is. More than happy. Four of Cups in reverse, Justice, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely not ignoring this person anymore. And they feel like they have their justification for waiting for you. I feel like this person was waiting for you or being patient almost for you. Um, and they finally are getting what they wanted, even though at first they thought, I might be making the wrong decisions here because it seems like Virgo does not care. But I feel like you could like swing back around, I feel like you're deciding to leave the emotional turmoil behind and see what can happen here. This feels like the opening of something. Um, yeah, this is the start of something. This is the start of something. Some of you are leaving an old relationship behind to try this one. But I feel like your idea is, let's see if this can work. Um, some of you are going back to someone from your past, not this last person you were with, though. But I feel like you're happy. There's something very spiritual. Yeah, there's something very spiritual about this, where it's easy to open up your energy to this person. You don't know why. It probably confuses you. Um, but I feel like something new is starting here. Just make sure that you try to give them enough time and energy. Not too much though, because I feel like they can want it all if you allow them to. Um, don't jump into a relationship right off that either. I feel like you're gonna try to keep it as balanced as possible because you're just opening up to it, but it's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be hard. Yeah, your ways of doing things, and how you view relationships, I feel like kind of held you back. Um, but for some, it's very weird because it's like this is the one that you didn't want, but this is the one that's good for you right now. I'm not saying like it's the one for you forever, but I do feel like what you're looking for is in this person. It just doesn't fit your norm. I'll say that. I don't know why this is coming up, but it simply is if you do not put the time and energy into it, okay, you can't get on the same page. If you choose not to prioritize this person, it won't grow, right? It's one of those things where they're going to accept that you don't care about them or you don't want to be with them, but there is something there that you want to investigate. So March is your time to investigate it. Okay? All right. So let's get into your spiritual energy. Okay, Virgo, your spiritual message. Absolutely. Growth, soulmate, and facade. Actually, that's backwards. Okay. The facade of not listening to yourself, not listening to your intuition, um, pushing others away. Um, it's more like the facade of if I do this, if I follow this person, if I do things the quote unquote right way, um, then things will be better, right? But you have to learn like about yourself and your own wants and needs and emotional satisfaction. I feel like there's definitely somebody or something like a goal or something in your life that's meant for you. And I feel like you need to break away from like the status quo in order to experience that. It's that simple. Okay? So I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.